Young Thug didn't snitch, and I can explain it in 3 minutes. So everyone thinks Thug's Interrogation just dropped, but it actually came out in 2023 and nobody had the same energy. YouTuber Ceddy Nash would pay $500 for the original video to be taken off of YouTube so he could strategically re-release it in what is a smear campaign against Young Thug.
He paid me, he said, just take down the video because I want to re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something.
My boy Trap Lord Ross confirmed to me that Ceddy Nash put him onto the video, and Trap heard Ceddy wanted the video to come out, but he didn't want to be the man responsible for it. So he gave it to Ross, and Ross's reaction was big enough to have No Jumper, Academics, and Say Cheese firing off posts at Young Thug. And then the notorious Wack 100 would step in and admit that this was a team effort to target Thug.
I was on Act, me, you, we going live. I'm going to bring my team on. I brought Flacco on. Ceddy Nash came in as an exposure just right now for us doing this play we running. And Ceddy released them clips.
But audio from a year ago, you can hear Wack 100 defending Thug and everything he said in the interrogation.
Never gave him no information. Not supposed to say nothing. Like
they asked him, yo, you heard about what happened in
Roscoe, did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me.
But let's break down the actual allegations. In May of 2015, Pee Wee Roscoe got arrested for shooting up Wayne's tour bus as reported by TMZ. And 2 months later, Thug got arrested as reported by TMZ. Now, after Thug got arrested, he went to court. They pulled him in for an interview with the police, and they went to asking him about Pee Wee Roscoe. Now, Thug said he heard Roscoe did it, but keep in mind, TMZ, the news, and every fucking blogger all said Roscoe did it. So Thug wasn't saying he heard it from the streets. He's saying they're saying on the news Roscoe did it. And that's exactly what Wack 100 said a year ago. Now, Thug also told investigators that Roscoe was selling to Wayne to establish a friendship between the two, because Roscoe was accused of firing up Wayne's tour bus. And lastly, Thug would say he makes promises and ask the female detective to take his number. Now, Thug would later do an interview and say he was flirting with the female detective, and a year ago when Academics covered the situation, even Act pointed out the female was flirting with him.
You got the female cop acting like she flirted with him. Hey, how you sing that part? Oh, that's my thing. Acting like she's a fucking groupie.
So no, Thug didn't snitch. The interrogation along with the jail calls was a strategic move to turn the internet and the industry against him. Should he have said everything he said? No, and that's why he apologized for it. And if y'all don't accept his apology,
whoop-de-doo.
Man, of course I think 10 out of Jake got paid off by Young Thug or the YSL team. Come on, man. If you felt like that and you saying Thug didn't cooperate and you wanna say this about Ceddy Nash and shit like that, which I've been made a video saying Ceddy Nash was the person who dropping all the audio, right? Why you didn't have that same energy when all the interrogation videos first came out last year or when it came out again this year? You were just on Vlad. You ain't say none of that. You'd have made videos saying Thug did worse than Gunna. He said way more. Now all of a sudden, Thug didn't snitch. Thug good. Nah, I feel like you got a big bag from Thug. Why wouldn't Thug, if they feel like 10 out of Jake, if he said it's law and he got the biggest platform, they ain't gonna, they'd rather go to 10 out of Jake versus academics, because academics word ain't law when it come to you ain't snitch. You can't go to say cheese. You can't go to Vlad. People don't look at them like they can say who snitched and didn't. So who the closest one? You can't go to Ceddy Nash. You know what I'm saying? Because he the one who dropping the stuff. So it's 10 out of Jake. You can't go to Trap Lord Ross. You can't go to No Jumper. It's 10 out of Jake. He the one that's gonna do the most views. He gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, 600,000, however many thousand, hundreds of thousands. So why would you go far as like who respected stamping who a rat and who ain't? Who can you go to that's bigger than 1090 Jake that's gonna have a bigger reach than 1090 Jake? Who you gonna go to? And who would take the money and keep the secret? Now I'm pretty sure, I don't know if 1090 Jake or 1090 Jake probably had to sign some paperwork saying you can't ever come out and be like, we paid you. So why wouldn't 1090 Jake take the money when it's easy to cover that up and say he didn't tell? When you had academics speak on it saying the police officer was flirting with him. You had Whack 100 saying, yeah, he didn't tell on Roscoe a long time ago. You got the Ceddy Nash thing you can say. So it's a lot of cover-ups you can throw out there to make it look like, yeah, he didn't cooperate. But same shit like with Rollo. It's going to be 50-50. You still going to have people that's going to say Thug told. You talk to them folks for 2 hours. Because the first red flag would be, if you the head of this gang, you the CEO, you over all these criminals, you ain't supposed to be talking to the police for no 2 hours. You got to lawyer up. You don't need to try to finesse the police or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever word they be saying they doing. Come on, man, you can't, when they start doing that, trying to finesse the police and trick them and shit like that. Oh, spin them. That's what they be saying. Trying to spin the police. Come on in. And then another violation can be you bringing up names. You shouldn't say no names. You can't say, they say Roscoe did it. Why are you saying that? It ain't like Roscoe dead and gone. So why is you saying they saying Roscoe did it? Whether you clearing the name, then you mentioning that he hustled. What if Roscoe got to get out of jail and go back to selling gas? He on the radar. You trying to spin him, but you still saying he breaking the law. You ain't spinning him and saying, man, he a truck driver. He got a welder's license. He build houses. You saying he ain't doing this, but he do break the law. He do serve him. Come on, man. So people can say you a rat just off that right there. 10 out of Jake can't clear you. That man can't clear you, man. And then when you got to your cell and you got on the phones, you kept telling some more. You just want talking to the police. Now you talking down bad on your homies, your partners, even females. So you still ain't stopped. So I don't think Thug could bounce back unless he really outdo Gunna and really drop hit records back to back. But I don't think he can come back. I don't think he ever had them relationships how he once had it, or had the power how he once had ever again. Tonight Jake can't. He don't have that much power. Tonight Jake got the power to Well, he had the power. I don't know if he still got it, but he had the power to hurt somebody's career. He never had the power to help somebody's career. You can't make the people love you again. You can't make us think one way then think another way. If the mind made up, the mind made up. But he can try. You can pay him, and he could try to put it out there. But yeah, people that's gonna think it. The people ain't because some of the things that 1090 Jake can't stamp. You don't know what Thug said to the police when he got the number out. If they ever called his phone, you can't really say 100% that Thug was flirting. Of course, he'll say that, even if it looked like that. And we don't even know if Thug ever did that shit before. It seemed like if you gonna go in that bitch and talk for 2 hours, you done that before. You understand? But we still heard what we heard. We still heard the jail phone call, so he still got bridges that he done burnt. If I'm Future and all them, you can forgive and all that stuff, right? But I wouldn't rock with him because, hey, you broke the code. That mean the code don't mean nothing. If all I gotta do is say sorry, that mean the code don't mean nothing. So why do I gotta really follow the rules? It shouldn't be no sorry. That's how you know Thug was lying. He said everything he said on that jail phone call, he didn't say it to them on the phone or face to face. So why do you gotta say sorry? It can't just be for the fans. You would just keep it like that, man. They know what it is. Why they ain't came out and said, "Oh, that's the we talk to each other like that all the time." I didn't say shit to him. Come on, man. So you won't be making all these songs. This right, 1090 Jake can't save you. 1090 Jake word ain't law. Maybe it was at one point. Now, nah. So it's gonna be 50-50. Just like some people believe that Rollo told, some don't. It's gonna be the same thing with Thug. Some people gonna believe, some don't. That don't help his music career. The music's still trash. The image then got tore down. You're gonna need more than 1090 Jake to get back to that old young Thug. Like Charleston White say, that spirit gone for him making that old Thug music, for him making just decent music now. That spirit gone. Seem like that spirit then got out of your body and jumped into Gunna body, and he making even better music than he did before. And yeah, the mojo gone. So you need to go. I don't know if you want to take 1090 Jake with you or whoever, but you need to go on that yellow brick road and go see the 10 man. And yeah, you need some courage, heart, and a brain. So yeah, find Dorothy, and yeah, and I don't know if Dorothy could be Mariah. Yeah, both of y'all would go. You understand? Yeah, Ceddy Nash get some money too. Ceddy Nash can be in the play too. Like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you some bread, or however it went. I'm gonna put it on you. Since back when Hunter already said Ceddy Nash and dropped the tapes. I've been told y'all. So put it on you. Then you come make the video and say it was a play, or say whatever, or you can speak against it. You can stand on. Said it and said Thug told. Because academics ask Ceddy Nash, do you think Thug told? Ceddy Nash, he stamped it. He stamped it. So, like I say, when it comes to the bloggers, he could have stamped it because he knew what was going to take place at the end. Like I say, when it comes to entertainment and all this stuff, you can lie, you can entertain the crowd, whether you got to tear down somebody, build it back up, yeah, whatever. Like, as long as you entertaining the people, giving the people what they want, it worked. Because the internet turned their back on them. But that don't mean them same people gonna return the back and fuck with Thug again. That don't mean that. Thug gotta prove himself all over again. To the streets, to his rap buddies, to the making good music, to all this shit though. Woody and all them don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still gonna have the little issues in the camp. He's still gonna be a little static with his rap buddies. People still gonna call him a rat. Yeah, just like people gonna still say QCP told. Some may say he didn't. That's just how I go. The best thing Thug can do is drop hit records, stand on them jail phone calls, and drop hit records. But 10 out of Jake ain't enough. Yeah, it ain't enough. People heard what they heard. It don't matter if it was old, if people didn't catch it or whatever. That don't matter. When they dropped that video the first time, it only did like 5,000 views, 10,000 views. Is at 13,000 now. The people who reacted to it, academics. He don't stamp who told and who didn't. They talked about it on Whack 100 show, Clubhouse. A lot of people don't watch the Clubhouse. When Clubhouse drop videos on YouTube, it don't do hundreds of thousands of views, 50,000, 80,000. It don't do shit like that. 5,000, 10,000, 3,000, stuff like that. Now, I don't know what to do on Clubhouse. It could be bigger numbers, but it didn't go viral. You understand? So people looked over it. Then everybody just didn't listen to that and went through it. And yeah, Whack 100 said he didn't tell the first time, right? You got to understand, people be picking and choosing. At that time, he probably wanted to cover up for Thug, just like how he cover up for P and other people that he cover up for if he get money with him. So at that time, Thug could have been in the green or in the clear with Whack 100, not because he doing business with Whack 100, is because of P or somebody else, and he ain't gonna do him like that. He'll save it until Buddy get out of line, and sometimes niggas will do that. They'll hold on to some information, and then when you get out of line, even if they gotta be on your side a little bit or clear your name at that point, you know, he could have got paid. Whack 100 could have got paid back then. There'd be a lot of different reasons. Anytime when it's the music industry, if they faking numbers, streams, even Thug faking streams for Gunna, and you could buy your number one spot, you think you can't pay a nigga to say you didn't tell? Or so you mean to tell me a radio station will take millions of dollars from a company paying for buying fake streams? Instagram motherfuckers will take fake followers. You can pay for that. Everybody will take money under the table to boost numbers up. You could pay to have your number one book. You could pay to have the number one song. You could pay to have the number one album. You could pay everything. Everybody will take money, but when it comes to the bloggers, you can't pay them. They ain't gonna take no money. You can't pay 1090 Jake. You can't pay White 100 to say he didn't tell. You can't pay 1090 Jake to say he didn't tell, or pay Ceddy Nash to say he did tell, or you can't pay academics to not run your name in the dirt, be on your side. You can, but everybody else will take money. $1 billion companies will take the money, but they won't. And all they doing is getting a YouTube check. Y'all think 1090 Jake and them bigger than the program? Man, they're not getting that much money. They're getting a lot of money. $500,000, stuff like that. But that's not enough not to take 20,000, 50,000. The motherfucker gonna pay 15,000, 30,000. When billionaire companies still taking 250,000, 100,000, 50,000. DJs, they be up a M or close to it, a half an M. They taking 10,000, 5,000. But they won't. The bloggers won't take the money. They just straight up, man, if it ain't 100, I ain't gonna cover it. That ain't good business. That ain't good business. So yeah, if you could pay for a number one song on the radio and fool millions of people, why you can't pay a blogger who he ain't got 1 million followers or 500,000 followers or 700,000, or it ain't the whole world cred? You can't pay him to persuade these type of fans. But you can't pay that one, or you can't pay a blogger to run your name in the dirt. You can't pay somebody to lie on you. You can't pay somebody to keep your secret. Man. But everybody else taking the money. If the people want Thug to be a rat, that's what he gonna be. If they don't, they want to forgive him and accept him back as a gangster and all this stuff, they will. To a blogger, it don't matter. It don't matter if they can prove Thug ain't a rat or he is. It's content. So then gonna eat. It just seemed like 1090 Jake got paid for this because you would have had this same energy since the beginning. Why did it take this long for you to realize he ain't told and you putting this together, you putting that together? That ain't hard. Y'all niggas make videos every day, put stuff together, find old stuff. But now it take to right now, man, you got paid, man. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think he got paid a nice bag. A nice bag. You understand? Y'all drop y'all comments. How y'all feel about it? Like I say, Ceddy Nash, he could be in on it. Because you gotta think, why wouldn't he get paid? Okay, I'm dragging your name, but you getting your name in the algorithm again. Ceddy Nash name finna be on No Jumper, Rio Page, Vlad TV. Yeah, now Ceddy Nash will do the Vlad TV. It's more stuff to interview Ceddy Nash on. So why wouldn't he be agreeing with doing it? He getting all this attention. And he getting his name through the algorithm. He getting his face put on all these big ass blogs. All this promo. Why would he get all this free promo from all these big blogs? So yeah, you can say I did that, or yeah, even if he didn't, even if he ain't in on it, it's still good for Ceddy. Now it could be dangerous for Ceddy too in Atlanta if he ain't in on it. It could be dangerous because now they could be like, you never know what thug niggas can be like, or it could just make it harder for Ceddy Nash in Atlanta, especially if he feel like he gonna move to Atlanta. You never know who will take it to the street if they see him. I'm pretty sure it's a nigga in Atlanta that wanna do something to Ceddy. Whether it's rob him, shoot him, or something like that. Say Ceddy Nash link up with Rollo. It could be a nigga in Fam Goon that want to do something to Ceddy Nash, but Rollo stop it. Because one thing about these real street niggas, they don't be respecting these bloggers and shit like that. Like, they don't respect what we do. So it can be a nigga in Fam Goon that want to backdoor Ceddy Nash, or a nigga that could be hanging with Woody, or a nigga that could be in YSL, or a nigga that could be in 4PL, or whoever Ceddy Nash link up with. It could be, sometimes you can have a guy like Rollo, he can control his members. So if he say, man, nah, I gave my word, ain't nothing finna happen to him. Like, that's a, it's an OG call, whatever he say. So especially if they Muslims, like, nah, give me my word, I ain't gonna touch him. I say he good, he good. Other dudes, they can't control they niggas, but if you live there, sometimes nigga can do you something and the boss man may not know. He can't put two and two together. Or he can put some other niggas on you. If you live there, they'll find out where you stay, find out where you be moving around at. You know what I'm saying? It's different if you just coming in and link up with this one and that one. So that's the only thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Ceddy Nash pissed off Thug, real family members, or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Or other artists in their crews. Or just, they'll go up just doing something to Ceddy, saying they got him, or they robbed him, or they did this and they did that. So, you never know. Same thing with 1090J. If you go to certain parts, whether it's Atlanta, Cali, New York, New Orleans, if you go in certain neighborhoods, it's somebody that's in America that tote choppers or tote switches or tote 30s. They seen 1090J and it's at the right spot. They'll rob him or they'll do him something because he didn't destroy whoever life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or he done talked about him and put the rat jacket on him or whatever. So yeah, man. But y'all drop y'all comments on this, man. I've been down for a minute. You two had me banned for 7 days. Y'all subscribe to my other channel. He was with him. I'm gonna drop the link in the comments. If they don't let me upload today on the Game Spitter channel, then I'm just gonna drop this video on He Was With Him. But y'all follow me on Instagram, the_gang_spitter. Y'all donate to the channel, $ the gang spitter. Y'all hit that link for the credit repair. Fix your credit. He was with him. Gone.